What's going on? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. It is Friday, April 9th, and the legendary Cheap Trick are back with their 20th studio album, In Another World. Really excited to talk about this project. It is a follow-up to a Christmas album that they put out in 2017. And if you follow the band and you're familiar with this project, there's been a couple of singles off the record floating around for a few years now. The opening track, Summer Looks Good on You, was released back in 2018. And then they did a cover of Give Me Some Truth by John Lennon and also released that as a single back in 2019. So there's been a little anticipation, a little hype about this project, and it's been stalled because of COVID and a few other things. But we have it in its entirety. It's an excellent, just really fun rock and listen at 13 tracks, 45 minutes. The usual suspects are back in Robin Zander on vocals, Rick Nielsen on lead guitar, Tom Peterson on bass. They've enlisted Dax Nielsen, Rick's son, on drums for the last decade or so, doing some recording and mostly touring. So it's cool that it's a family affair now. It's excellent to see a band like this who could easily continue to tour and play their hits, also not resting on their laurels. You're not going to get anything like revolutionary or groundbreaking on this record, but you can just tell that these are, three dudes plus Dax that have been playing music for 45 years now together and can just vibe off each other and just creatively are on the same page. And you can tell that they're having a lot of fun making this music still. Summer Looks Good on You, great opening track. It's going to have just that solid Cheap Trick feel. It's kind of like the track Here's Looking at You. I believe that's the 10th song on the album. A little bit of Head East that I hear in that track. But, Cheap Trick, while, they rock hard, but they also, they combine so many hard rock riffs with a little bit like the right amount of glam rock. Just a little bit of punk. They are not afraid to incorporate any type of rock fluence into their stuff. And it really makes this listen a lot of fun. Quit Waking Me Up. You talk about that John Lennon cover at the very end of the album. Give Me Some Truth is the final track on the album. Quit Waking Me Up is the second song on the record. Great horn arrangement. Really sounds like Sgt. Pepper's a lot. Made me think of that immediately when I was digging that. The Party is a song that reminds me of Alice Cooper and Thin Lizzy a little bit. Just that good heavy rock. Final Days, the sixth track on the album, probably my favorite. You just get this good, heavy rock and blues track. It reminds me of a combination of Deep Purple and George Thorogood. You can throw on Bad to the Bone and follow that up right after with this track and just feel just as badass listening to it. The only other way I can put it. Absolutely love the track. Definitely immediately caught my attention when I was listening to this record. And if you're familiar with Cheap Trick, they can do the ballad. The Flame was one of the hugest songs that they put out. So you have the song Another World, nice pop ballad. They actually, it's cool. Another World is obviously the play on the title of the record. It appears twice. The first rendition, third track on the album, is definitely more of it's a big pop ballad, while the reprise is the 11th track, and it's definitely just this fast-paced, upbeat rocker, so it's cool to see them play around with that song throughout the album like that. So It Goes, really nice, gentle guitar track. It's the 7th song on the record. Really was impressed by that. And I'll See You Again, kind of made me melt a little bit. These guys are getting older. It's one of those songs that it's sad but also happy. I guess it's coming to terms with the whole idea of mortality and believing in what you believe. And if that's what you believe, then you can certainly seek comfort in that and find it. Really just enjoying the pace of the album, the way that it rocks out and then pulls back. You get a little balladry. Robin Zander's voice is so on point still, even after 45 years. I love Cheap Trick. I still remember the first time hearing Surrender. I was with my mom. She had a Beretta at the time. I think this was like 1989 or 1990 or something like that. And I just remember her cranking that song and me being a little kid and being like, whoa, like this rocks. This is amazing. I've been an absolute fan ever since. And I'm definitely still a fan with this record. Giving this a vinyl, please. I really hope you enjoy listening to this. And again, if you're a fan of the band, it's going to be an excellent addition to their already excellent catalog. If you have young kids that aren't familiar with them, it might be cool to actually throw this record on for them, see what they think, and then you can take them back to some of the classic tracks, open them up a bit. But either way, I just don't see how you can't have fun with this project. So please do enjoy, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out the live show on Sunday nights, and we will see you next time on the Beat Sessions.